It's just days before Halloween and Calgarians are packing costume stores to get ready. But every year it seems there are some costumes that are just a little off, sometimes culturally offensive, sometimes downright inappropriate. And every year that list seems to grow. Camille Caramali now on what costumes you may want to consider avoiding this weekend.
So the inflatable costumes are really big this year.
Balwinder Marwaha runs the Halloween Alley store in the southeast.
Let this be a lesson to you.
Hundreds of decorations and costumes to choose from.
We've got like our giant T-Rex, just one of these left in. We have our hippo.
Including these indigenous, Mexican, and geisha outfits, even a costume called Eskimo Kisses. Costumes that are deemed culturally offensive or inappropriate by many people. Still, he stocks them.
As long as they fit and they represent and, they don't disrespect that culture or religion, we'll bring those costumes into the stores because people want them.
And a national online poll by Insight West supports that. It says Alberta is one of the provinces most likely to embrace offensive costumes, some which include darkening your skin color.
My culture is not a costume. It's a pretty simple thing to say.
This cultural expert says there are the obvious ones to avoid, anything that mocks a culture or turns it into something sexy.
Indigenous women are 3 times more likely to be sexually assaulted, right? So it connects to bigger issues in our world, right? Instead of just throwing on this like cheap polyester plastic.
But what makes selecting a Halloween costume even more difficult for partygoers and trick-or-treaters is that every year there's a gray area. Costumes that may be considered offensive by some, but not by others.
There are lots of gray areas.
Some people think now prisoner costumes may be offensive to those who are incarcerated. Some also believe ninja and samurai costumes should be on the offensive list. The best practice is to ask yourself some questions before dressing up.
Is the purpose of your costume to mock? Are the elements of your costume, vulgar, grotesque, accessorizing negative characteristics of whatever it is that you are doing?
And Camille joins us now. Okay, Camille, so how else might someone figure out their costume possibly misses the mark?
Yeah, well, cultural experts say the best way to go about this is probably the easiest one, and that's to hop online, go on Google, and do a quick search on whether your costume is offensive to a particular demographic. But it's more than just about cultural appropriation. Experts say to stay away from anything that makes light of a serious situation like physical assault or sexual assault. But the poll by Insight West that I referred to in my story shows that many Albertans don't really care. So here are some numbers. 30% think it's appropriate to dress children in costumes that represent ethnic stereotypes, and 44% think it's okay to change your skin color for a Halloween costume. So Tara, I guess the best bet is just to go with something traditional, the old scary mask, and that way you can avoid offending anybody and just try and scare people.
Yeah, keep it simple, Camille. Thank you.